presentation, we shall request our guest speaker to answer a few questions raised by the attendees in the question and answer segment. The continuing session will be taken up by the university spokesperson. The detailing of the courses available and the process of admission will be explained in detail. We shall conclude this session with a vote of thanks. Science can amuse and fascinate us all, but it is engineering that changes the world.
What a fantastic quote to begin the session with. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Avenir 2022 #Discover You, a global career guidance program launched by Indian School Bowsher under the aegis of the Board of Directors of Indian Schools in Oman. On behalf of Indian School Bowsher, I, Ryan of Class 9,
And I, Namita of Class 8,
take the proud privilege of expressing our profound gratitude to His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq Al Said for the magnanimous and noble benevolence showered on the Indian diaspora in the Sultanate of Oman. May the Almighty bestow His choicest blessings on His Majesty, and may this nation experience peace and everlasting prosperity.
we are happy to welcome all the students, parents, and teachers for being a part of Avenir 2022 #Discover You. Thank you, one and all, for your presence here this morning. It is with sheer joy and great pride that I take the task of introducing our speaker today, Dr. Mohit BANSAL, talking on the topic Emerging Skills and Job Profiles in Computer, Science and Engineering Industry. Our honorable guest, Mr. Mohit BANSAL, holds an amazing career history. He has emerging skills and job profiles in the computer, science, and engineering industry. He has been associated with Gateway Education, Hindu Institute of Technology, Bhagwan Mahavir Institute of Engineering and Technology, Seth Balwant Institute of Technology. He has counseled more than 15,000 students and parents for careers. He has about 14 years of work experience. He has received honor and special distinction for helping with career mentoring. He has also invited as a special guest at a learning event. We would like to request the audience to kindly post your queries in the question and answer box. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join me and listen to our speaker, Mr. Mohit BANSAL, who will be talking on the topic Emerging Skills and Job Profiles in Computer, Science and Engineering for Industry.
I remember those days. Thank you so much for introducing so well, dear students, both the students. And I remember those days when we used to be the students and we seek this kind of career guidance, and we hardly get any kind of such kind of program from any institute or any mentors. We struggle to find such kind of guidance from mentors and the teachers. And these days, it is totally possible just because of technology. I am sitting in India and you are sitting thousands of kilometers apart from me, and you are getting my guidance and I am getting your love and your response from here in India. So it is just because of technology, and I am going to tell you something and some insights of technology, that what is the advantage of technology and what technology can do in our practical life and real life, right? So, emerging skills and job profile in computer science engineering for industry 4.0. Computer science. First, my dear students, you need to understand the meaning of computer science. Yes, computer science engineering and IT industry. Let me tell you the meaning of computer science engineering. Basically, this is a program which is having a span of 4 years and of 2 terms. One is computer science and second term is computer engineering. If I'm not having sense in my brain, that my brain is useless. So without any software, then it's a hard, it is waste. So engineers are as intelligence to that hardware. I'm good to you. I'm good to you.
Yes, sir. Now you're
audible?
audible. Yes, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you're audible now. Before there was a problem. Yes, you're audible now.
Okay. That was a network glitch. Sorry for that. Right. So this was about computer science engineering, and my dear students, you are going to study basic subjects of computer science and advanced subject of computer science engineering in that 4 years course of BTech Computer Science. Students, I think we have students from science background, we have students from commerce, humanities, arts, 9th, 10th, 11th class students. Yes or no? I think we have students from 9th to 12th class grade.
Yes. They are joining,
Yes,
they are
sir.
attending the webinar and live.
Okay, okay. So some of the students must be thinking that we are from humanities background, we are from arts background, and we are from medical background. So it is not feasible for us to be a computer expert. So let me tell you that you can also be a computer science expert by not only doing computer science engineering. You can also pursue other courses which are meant for a commerce or for a arts or for a medical student. Like, for example, the best course you can pursue for learning computer for being computer expert, it is BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application. Commerce students, art students, humanities students, and medical students are totally eligible to pursue this 3 years professional course. So don't let yourself down that we can't be engineer, we are a commerce students, we are a art students. That's not like that. BTech Computer Science is, of course, for non-medical students, but BCA is for commerce, arts, humanities, and medical students, right? And one more thing you must have noticed in the title, Industry 4.0. You need to understand the meaning of this, because we are in the age, we are in the scenario of fourth revolution of the industry, manufacturing industry, that is a physical world, and digital industry. What is the meaning of Industry 4.0? Industry 4.0 is a fourth revolution, digitalization of the physical world, and this is just a bridge between physical world and digital world. Our government, our experts want to connect, want to make everything smart. You must have noticed, students, that if you have some old cars in your car, in your houses, then you must have noticed that there is no processor. Automobile company didn't use any kind of processor in old cars. But now you can see your cars, your vehicles, your two-wheeler are processor based. So that is that happens just because of Industry 4.0. So we are trying to make everything smart. So the smartness of the instruments and sensors, motor, actuators, this happens because of Industry 4.0. So if you really want to be Industry 4.0 ready, then you have to inculcate yourself, you have to imbibe yourself with technology. Right? I will surely tell you that what kind of technology you should learn in this time of period. But before that, let me tell you that IT industry have 3 basic classification. Like, first one is coding, second one is semi-coding, and third one is non-coding. This everywhere you will find students who are 30% of the students who are more interested for coding, 35% are of students who are immediately interesting for coding or programming, and 30% of the students who are much not interested in coding. So as per your taste, you can join information technology industry. If you want to be a good programmer, if you have interest in coding and programming, you can go into that. the field you will get there, the major field, the broad field you will get there. One is software development and second one is game development, right? And second type is semi-coding. If you are not good in coding, if you are not interested in coding and programming, then you can be a semi-coder. You can join that segment of semi-coding, and you will have a responsibility of database management and database analysis that comes into semi-coding perspective. Third one is non-coding. If you don't have any interest in coding, if you don't want to go for that, then you can go. You have two options. One is software testing, and second one is networking. Most of the students and most of the parents have a misconception. If we are good in coding, if we are good in programming, then only we can join IT industry. No, it's not like that. If you are not good at coding, then you have still two options: semi-coding and non-coding. You can join database, you can join networking, you can join software testing. That doesn't involve heavy programming and heavy coding, right? So these are three. Audible? Sorry.
There is a network problem, but yes, you are audible.
Okay. I'm not able to watch the PPT. Can you please share?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You keep on sharing the PPT. I'm continue my presentation with next slide. Next slide goes to you first need to know that what kind of skills to be a good programmer, to be a good coder, or to join the IT industry in programming domain. And before that, you should understand the meaning and the requirement and significance of skillful.
I think we lost the network, the speaker.
Yes, ma'am. Can we ask sir to join again, Arya ma'am?
Yeah, please. Please
Mohit sir?
ask him.
I'm audible.
Yeah, now
sir,
he's
can we-
audible. He's audible now.
Okay.
He's audible now.
Okay.
It's low. No problem. Sir, you're
Okay,
audible. I'm
okay.
sharing the screen.
So, dear students, let me tell you the importance and significance of skills. The skill is one thing that you can actually in the industry and the market. Our education system totally depends, totally like, and we totally focus, we totally emphasize on theory, but we don't focus on skills. Like you must have computer classes in your school. Suppose the marks weightage of your particular computer subject is 100, 70 marks for and 30 marks for practical. But we hardly focus on practical 30 marks. We totally focus on theory. And theory will focus one that will focus with us is our skills. What we learn that keep on protecting us forever.
Sir, you're lagging a lot. Like, we can't understand much of what you're saying.
technical problem networking from your side?
No. We are in the same location, so the network is good. We are
So
at school right now.
probably
The
a
network is
problem.
good. Yes.
Okay. So from my side, this is problem.
It's possibly at your end, sir. I request you to, if possible, if you can leave and join the meeting once more. If you
Okay.
can, I'm not sure if I'm audible. I'll send you a message through the webinar chat. You can leave and join.
You are audible to me.
Okay, I request to leave and join. It can leave and join if it. So that would solve the problem.
Now I'm only audible.
Yes, so you're audible now.
Okay. Right, Audi ma'am, just wait. I will indicate you that whenever you need to click one by one. Yes, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so I was telling you that if you are a skillful person, that with you open arms. If you are not skillful, if you are not equipped yourself with skills, then you are totally a waste in the industry. Sorry to say that, but only and only skillful person, industry-ready graduates are welcoming in the industry. Otherwise, degree holders are totally a waste in the industry. Right? So I'm going to tell you the skills required in coding and programming domain. Next slide, next click, ma'am, please. Okay, so these are the basic skills which are required in the industry: software development, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science, data analytics, data mining, big data, cloud computing, Internet of Things, blockchain, natural language processing, cybersecurity, and game development. These are the most trendy skills which are required in the programming and coding domain in the IT industry. I request you to have at least 3 to 4 skills while you are there in your graduation and your degrees. Try to imbibe yourself at least 3 to 4 skills with yourself in next 3 to 4 years. If you don't have such skill, then you are just totally a waste in the IT industry. And one thing that is that should be notable, R and Python language. These are two languages which are totally required in the IT industry. All of the technology which you are seeing, all of the skills which you are seeing on the screen are feasible or can only be learned with using two languages, either Python or R. I don't know your school is really giving these classes Python training or not. If you don't have started such languages, you can start learning such languages using YouTube or online mode, offline mode, coaching, anything. but start learning Python and R from very first day today onwards, right? Next slide, please. Yes, for semi-coding domain, if you want to go in database management, if you want to handle the data, if you want to maintain the data, if you want to report the data, if you want to analyze the data, then database management is good thing for you. This does not require heavy coding, complex coding. This requires a set of programs which are already made. You don't have to go for the programming again and again. You don't have to create the logic. You will have the already made program. You can use them. You can modify them according to your use. And you can do this by learning a language that is SQL, structured query language. I think you must have started learning this language from 7 to 8 grade. If not, then you should start learning SQL from very first day. And the best languages for learning SQL are C and C++. Yes, if you have the skills of, if you have command on both the languages, then you will find yourself comfortable and good in SQL, right? Next. Skill required for non-coding domain. If I go for non-coding domain, then there are two type of option. One is networking, and second one is software testing. For networking is totally a hardware job. You will have to practice in hardware to be a good network programmer or network administrator. But if you want to go for software testing, it is much required. Software testing experts are much required in the industry. First, software is developed by a software engineer or software developer. Then it is tested again and again with many cases by a software tester. And for learning the software testing, there is a tool, software testing tool, that is Selenium. Yes, you should learn this software from very first day. If you are not doing that, you should start that at basic level. If you are in 9th class, 10th class, 11th class, 12th class, no matters. This is a skill, and you should really go for that. You should know what is Selenium, and you should have a certification course, or you can ask your school that provide training on Selenium. If you don't want to have good coder, if you don't want to be a good programmer, then this is the thing that is meant for you in IT industry. Next slide, please. Various profiles. Now you have learned that what kind of skills you should learn. Now I'm telling you that what kind of profile in our industry, in IT industry, in IT MNC you can get. So the basic, I'm telling you from the basic, the most profile you will find in the most of the MNCs. The first profile in coding domain or programming domain, you will find software engineering, software, or you can say it's software developer. As a fresher, you will, just a minute. Right. Yes, as a fresher, you can join a IT company, IT MNC, as software engineer or software developer. After 2 years of experience, next please. Yes, next. After 2 years of experience, you can be a senior software engineer. And after 5 years of experience, you can call yourself as software analyst. The 9-year experience, you can call as lead analyst. And after almost 10 years of experience in IT industry, you can be a project manager, and you can have a team of, I should say, 100 to 150 employees or your colleagues. This depends on the company. This depends on the company revenue. That team size totally depends on the company revenue and company size, right? So you can be a project manager after that. Apart from these basic designation, there are much more other designation that are being used by most of the IT companies, most of the employees in the IT companies. One is user interface designer. Next one is information system developer, computer game programmer, technical support representative, system analyst, and computer security specialist. So these kind of general profiles you will get in the IT industry after joining the industry or after having some professional experience. Next, please. Okay, now come to the semi-coding profile in which we were doing database management. If you are a database manager, then you can get such profile. First is as a fresher you will get. Next, database administrator. This is a fresher designation that you will get in the company. After jumping into a company, you will get a designation that is database administrator as a fresher. And after 2 years of experience, you will as a senior database administrator, right? And after 5 years experience, you will be database manager, then database analyst, then database administrator again, and last but not the least, system administrator. So these kind of general profile you will get in the industry if you are in a semi-coding domain and if you are using that, right? Next. Various profile in non-coding domain in IT industry. Let me tell you that what kind of domain, what kind of profile you can get if you are in a non-coding domain in IT industry. I told you that you have two options, either networking or software testing. So first I'm telling you the designation which you will get in software testing joining the industry. First one is software tester of course as a fresher. Second one is senior software tester after 2 years of experience. Next one is testing analyst after 5 years of experience. And after 9 years of experience, you will act as a lead testing analyst, then information system manager, then IT consultant. This is a reputed, I should say, profile which hardly gets 3 or 4% of employees in IT industry that they get the profile of IT consultant. The main job responsibility of an IT consultant to guide another IT companies for testing their software, for mapping their software, and for improving their software. The basic job responsibility of IT consultant to have consultation, to give guidance, to give consultancy to another IT companies, right? And you can act as a security specialist, you can act as a system consultant, network engineer, network consultant, and network administrator if you are joining a network industry. Right, next slide, please. So now the time for various MNCs. Yes, you should know from right away that you should know that where you want to go. You should know that this is your destination. You should prepare yourself that I want to go to this industry. I want to go to this company. I want to join this organization. I want to join this MNC. But you should know the names. TCS, Amazon, Facebook, Oracle, IBM, Infosys, Pro, Tech Mahindra, HCL, Capgemini, and many more. These are the big giants in India and whole world. These are the big giants of IT industry. But there are lakhs and crores of company, billions of company, millions of company which are working on IT, which are working in the industry. I'm just telling the few names which you know and which are highly demanded amongst the employees. So Microsoft, TCS, Amazon, Facebook, Oracle, IBM, Infosys, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, HCL, Capgemini. You can join these companies, but only and only one condition is there. You should be skillful. I was telling you earlier also that if you are not skillful, if you are not imbibing yourself with the skills, then you are totally a waste in the industry. And I'm sorry to say, if you are not skillful, then you will not be able to apply in these companies. You can't complete the application of these companies if you are not skillful, if you don't know big data, if you don't know data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and more. Next, please. Yes, database management in semi-coding domain. If you want to join database management industry, I'm going to show you the names of database management big giants, which includes IBM, and the name of the software is IBM DB2. This is the database management software which is provided by IBM. Next. Oracle, yes, Oracle is the world most best player, which has provided the language which I have used, which you are going to use, which most of the employees use in IT industry. That is MySQL. That is provided by SQL company, and of course, Microsoft has given software name Microsoft SQL. Then MariaDB Corporation, and the name of the software is MariaDB. Elastic NV, the name of the software is Elasticsearch. PostgreSQL, MongoDB, and Redis. These are the big giants in IT industry for database management. If you have prepared your mind, then you should decide that I have to join, I have to go in IT industry in DBS domain with these organizations. These are the best organizations in the world which are providing best database management software for various companies. Next. Various MNCs in non-coding domain. You will find several industries which are working in software development and gaming, and the same industries are also working, the same companies or same organization are also working for software testing. Let me tell you some names, like this includes PwC, KPMG. Next, please. Orium, next, can you play next? Yes. EY, Deloitte, Accenture, TCS, Infosys, Cognitive Technology Solution. All these companies, Entity Data Corporation, Hewlett, HP, you must have heard about HP, and Fujiset, CU, Capgemini. Some of these companies are also working in a domain that is software development, and these companies are also providing software consultation or software testing. Like I told you, IT consultant give guidance and consultancy to various other companies to improve their softwares. So TCS, like for example, I'm giving you example, Accenture, TCS, and Cognizant, Capgemini. These are in multiple domains. These organizations also develop softwares, and they also provide consultancy to other IT companies to improve their softwares and solutions. Right? Next, please. Okay, this was all technical skills. I told you the importance, the significance of technical skills. But now I'm going to tell you another skill set. Productive skills. Most of the students focus on theory. Few students focus on technical skills. But most of us forget that productive skills are also required to be good in IT industry or to any industry. These skills, I'm telling you the 5 skills, these skills are totally required if you join any service industry, if you join IT industry, if you join real estate, if you join manufacturing industry, any industry you join. You need to have these 5 skills. One is aptitude. I think most of the students know that what is the meaning of aptitude. Let me tell you, aptitude means mental ability or your IQ level. If you really want to be part of any MNC, the MNC will come to your campus. If you have joined any good university or good college, that company, that MNC will come to the campus for offering you the job through placement drive. And first of all, they are not going to check your marks. They are not going to check your faces. They are not going to check your personality. They are first going to check your aptitude, your mental level, your IQ level. So if you want to be the part of good MNCs, world most reputed MNCs, you should prepare for aptitude test. Yes, you have to prepare for the aptitude test. Just ask your school if they are not providing you such classes. You can join these classes online, or you can ask your school to provide aptitude classes. Mock aptitude practice, this will strengthen Next is effective communication. Effective communication are required in each of the industry. I told you all the industries, effective communication, effective writing. Next, please. Spoken English, and last one is powerful presentation. This is a 5-point mantra that I am giving to you. If you are not good in these 5 things, you should prepare yourself in these skills, because we know that everyone says that communication is required, good communication is required. No one says that effective writing is also required. Whenever you are going to join a company, you first have to write some mails to the company. You have to propose the company that I want to join you. You have to give application to them, and you can do that by giving the application through mail. So they will surely going to check. They will surely check your writing skills, that what you have written in your mail, what is the standard of your language, and what kind of words you are using into your application. Apart from effective communication, effective writing is also required by industry. So you should start working on that from very first day. Right. Next is spoken English. I tell you, if you are not good in spoken English, if you don't have good vocabulary, you should start reading English newspaper daily basis, at least for 30 minutes, and start reading news. Start with a paragraph first, a paragraph for 40 words, 50 words. You should start reading with that, and gradually you will find comfortable in those paragraphs. Initially, you will not find comfortable because most of the word must be unknown to you. Do such thing, you should sit with a dictionary and start reading newspaper. If you don't know any word, you can note down that word, and later on you can search into the dictionary. This will enhance your vocabulary content, and this is enhance your spoken English, right? And you should also work for presentation. You can ask your school to arrange such sessions for you. This will enhance your personality, aptitude, communication, writing, spoken English, and presentation. This is totally 5-point mantra for effective personality and effective व्यक्तित्व. Next. So this was from my side, my dear students. If you really want to follow me, I am there on YouTube. I am also there on Facebook and Instagram, social media. You can follow me. You can write to me by following my YouTube channel. I have more than 30 videos on my YouTube channel. The 2 YouTube channel I am managing these days. One is Gateway Education, and second one is Career Channel. I have some career related videos which are not totally related to computer science engineering, which are related to another courses also, like BBA, BCA, architecture, hotel management, BA, and how to prepare for the interview and how to prepare for the things. You can follow those videos, right? So thank you so much for listening me carefully, and wish you all the best career career ahead. And I would like to have some questions from your side, because from last 40 minutes, I'm going to speak again and again continuously. I need to have a question from your side. Aurya ma'am, please. I have some questions.
That was an extraordinary and inspiring session by you, sir. Your creative session enlightened us and kept each one of us engaged. Now we would like to request our speaker, Mr. Mohit, to answer few questions put forth by the audience. May I invite the moderator of the session, Ms. Asra Fatima, to pose some questions from the audience to you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rayan. So good morning. It was really an insightful session to enhance skills and job profiles in the stream of computer science engineering. It was really impressive, sir. Now let me quickly scan the questions that I have received in the chat box from our viewers. So the first question for you is, which programming languages is most useful for engineering careers?
I told the students also, if you want to go in coding or programming domain, the most trending language which are being used by IT professional is Python and R. If you think that we can sustain with C++ and Java, just forget that. Software development is feasible these days in the market with using only 2 programming language, Python and R.
Thank you, sir. Next question coming your way is, how do we keep up with the latest changes to engineering codes and regulations? How we can update ourselves, especially the students?
Yes. Dear students, you should keep on checking yourself through internet and Google that what is the trend of these days in the market. Like a few days or a few months ago, I got to know that a new skills in emerging in the market, that is Scrum. I'm totally not aware about that. A few days back, I got to know that one more skill is trending in the market, that is NLP, natural language process. Like you must have used Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. You must have seen that some particular type of post is shown by Facebook or Instagram to you. This totally depends on the comments you write in the comment section. If you are commenting someone, then Facebook and Instagram or any social media platform, note down that particular type of comments, and go under that artificial intelligence or machine learning algorithm, just check that what kind of comments you have written. Accordingly, they show you the next post, or they suggest you the post. So natural language process, that algorithm is very much new in the market, and most of the IT professionals are getting much money and much respect in this profile. So you should check again and again that what is new in the industry, what is new in the market. The most, I should say, the most powerful technology is there at your home, that is your mobile phone and Google. You can ask Google that what is a requirement of these days in the market. Google will surely tell you.
All right. Thank you, sir. A few more questions are there, sir. What is the qualification required to get into computer engineering course?
At least BTech Computer Science. If you really want to be engineer, then a particular BTech Computer Science engineering is required.
Okay, another question. Okay, one
There
more.
is one
That is
question.
how.
I'm sorry to interrupt. There is one
Okay.
question from the attendees are messaging me also. The question is,
Okay.
is your course accredited all over the world?
Sorry, your voice is interrupting. Your voice is interrupting. Can you please repeat?
Is your course accredited all over the world? Question. Is your course accredited all over the world?
Which course?
The computer science courses that you're offering.
Yes. I suggest you, all the students, when you are joining a industry, when you are joining a university, when you are joining an institute or college, you should check that what is the acceptance of that particular course, and what is the acceptance of that particular university, and what is the acceptance of the degree which you are going to get from that university, institute, or college. So you should really check that. BTech Computer Science is acceptable across the world. BCA is also acceptable across the world, but one should check that the college or degree or institution or university is accepted or accredited or not.
All right. Thank you, sir. One more question is there on your way. That is, how often should a student update training to ensure that they are informed on the latest engineering developments?
Sorry. Can you please pardon? Can you please
Yeah,
repeat?
sure, sir. How often should a student update training to ensure that they are informed on the latest engineering developments?
Okay. Suppose I take the case of BTech Computer Science. So generally, a university which provide BTech Computers program provide two internship. First internship happens after 2 years, and second internship happens after completion of 3 years. The normal duration of this internship, this practical work, is of 6 weeks. 6 to 7 weeks is you can say 1.5 months is the duration of this internship. And students should really check that what kind of internship and what kind of job work they are going to learn in these 6 weeks or 7 weeks. So first they need to understand what is the requirement of the market. Suppose I take the case of data science or NLP. Just I told you, natural language process. This is a requirement of the time, and student is also interested in NLP. So students should find the name of some companies which are working on data science and NLP. They should list down all the names and they should try one by one that I have applied to this company, whether check that whether this company is going to call me for the interview or not. Then second company, then third company, fourth company. And side by side, they can ask, they can seek the help from the institution and university also. Ma'am or sir, I want to apply for this company. I want to learn NLP. I want to learn data science. Please help me to apply for that. And I told you that whenever you will apply to a company, they will ask you, they will say you that please note down or put down a mail, write a mail to us. And there you will have to have good communication skill and good writing skills. Next question, ma'am, please.
Thank you, sir. That's it. Thank you, sir, for your insightful answers. Over to you, MCs.
My pleasure, ma'am. My pleasure.
Thank you, sir, for all your support and guidance given to the large audience by attending to their concerns so patiently during the course of the discussion. It is time for us to move on to the second part of the session, the time to meet the university spokesperson, Mrs. Nandita Ganesh, Head of Student Success Center, representing the Middle East College, speaking on the topic, Take Help, Be Well. We are joyous to welcome Mrs. Nandita Ganesh. The platform is all yours, ma'am.
Miss Nandita just joined. Hello, Miss Nandita. Can you hear?
Yes, yes. Good morning. Can you
Yes.
all hear
Good
me?
morning. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So should I start with the session?
Yes, please.
Good morning, respected principal, teachers, parents, dear students. I would like to thank the Indian School Bausha for arranging the Avenir's program, Avenir 2022, in such a nice way and with such enriching sessions like we just finished one with Mr. Mohit BANSAL. It's very useful for the students. They're getting a lot of information about careers, different career pathways, and many other useful information at one platform. That's really wonderful. I'm truly appreciative of the school's efforts in doing this. I would also like to thank the Indian School Bausha for giving Middle East College the opportunity to participate in this event and to share our knowledge and experiences with the upcoming superstars of tomorrow. Thank you so much for having us with you. I would like to share the slide. I hope I'm audible and clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. So I'm going to talk about taking help to be well. Now, this topic is very simple. It looks like it's very simple. And yet, we don't seem to see many people talking about it or, intentionally taking help. So why discuss about taking help? Is it important to talk about it? Is there something we don't know about it? Or probably we know, and we just need to remind ourselves about taking help and how useful it is to take help and be well. In this picture, I'm not sure if I can get some responses from the audience, but it'll be lovely to hear from at least a couple of you. What do you see in this picture?
Helping others.
Okay, can you be more specific and tell me whether the lady is helping the man or the man is helping the lady?
The man is helping the lady.
Okay, thank you for that. Any other responses? Okay, so you perceived it as one of them said that it's helping others. That's right, very good. And the other one said that the man is helping the lady, which is also right. I would also perceive as the man taking help from the lady. What if he's taking help from the lady to get down the mountain safely? So in both ways, they are helping each other. So whether you're giving help or taking help, there are people who would want help at some point of time, and the same people would sometimes give you help. So either you're taking assistance, you're taking help, you're taking support, you're taking advice, you're finding solutions to issues. All of us need help. Definitely, we all need help. We are not perfect. We know some things and some things we don't know. And it's okay to take help. There may be areas which we are not very good at, and we can be better. We can be more stronger. We can be more powerful by taking a little bit of help. So everyone needs help. So is taking help or support important? Why are we discussing about this when we are talking about career guidance? Is that related to career guidance? Is it that important? Mr. Mohit just spoke about IQ, productive skills, and the different qualifications that you need to have, for example, a computer engineering degree. Now, in the current years, along with IQ, you also need to develop something called as EQ. EQ is emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. Now, what is EQ? EQ is about being self-aware, how you manage yourself, self-management, how do you motivate yourself? So EQ is also equally important. Some of them are, as individuals, they're already having good EQ or a high EQ, just like some of them have good IQ. And you know that IQ can be improved through knowledge, through skills that you attain during your schooling, during your college. And EQ is also something which you need to develop and which you can develop. Because in the current age, along with IQ, you also need a good EQ for being a successful person. And EQ does not come from books. So you have to experience it. You may have to take help to develop your EQ and then practice it. Then you will be also at a level where your EQ is as high as your IQ to be successful. That is why the concept of taking help is so important. Because if you look at the successful people, they all take help in some form or the other. So what is the type of help that you should take or that you would need or that anyone needs? These are just the broad categories of help that each one of us might need at any point of our lives. So we may need help with our basic tasks, which is like routine work. It could be everyday tasks, which take too much of time, which may be tedious. Now, these basic tasks, for example, you children take help from your parents or your siblings, or even parents would take help from you or from other part-time help in the house or at work from colleagues. So these are with the basic tasks. Then you also may need help with some intellectual or creative work. So you are given a project, for example, in school. Now, you have certain skills, you have certain knowledge, you have certain abilities to do that project. But then probably you're not very good at designing or maybe not very good at presenting it. So you will make a team. You're taking support of a team. One of them may be good in presentation, one of them may be good in designing, and you have your skills and knowledge to contribute to the project. So this is the support which is intellectual, creative, where new ideas are given. You can resolve issues that come up within the work. And it is an opportunity to learn. So you're also learning how to design, how to use new applications or new programs for designing. The last type of support that everyone needs is emotional and spiritual support. So when we go back home, we have a family who supports us in telling that, yes, okay, you had a busy day. We are there for you. We are there to help you. So it's an emotional support that everyone needs. You need motivation. You need self-belief. You need confidence in yourself. And you need to know that, yes, you have support, whether it is at work, whether it's at home, or as an individual. You need that emotional support. So these are the different kinds of help or support that every individual may need. All of us may not need all kinds of support. We may need different types of support at different phases of our life. So we all need help. Yes. We also need support. We know what type of support we need. Then why don't we take help? Do we all take help at all the times that we need it? Many times we end up thinking, is it okay to take help? Should I take help? So many questions in our mind before we actually take help. So you must be knowing Master Shifu, yes, from Kung Fu Panda. So he says that before the battle of the fist comes the battle of the mind. What does that mean? That means before we want to take help, we 100 times think it over in our mind. We keep fighting our thoughts. Is it okay to ask that person for help? Is it okay what I'm asking? Is it a valid help I'm asking? So many confusions and assumptions before we clarify and clear and become clear and decide that, yes, I need help and I will take help. So why is it so difficult to ask help? Yes, there are some help which we very easily ask. We can probably ask our friends for help. That also sometimes we may not ask, readily, like we could be suffering from certain issues at home, some certain problems at home, and we may not want to talk about it to our friends. We may not want to talk about it to our parents. In that case, there is also professional help available. Now, when we say professional help, there are many concerns with individuals as to, is it okay to go and take a professional help? When I say professional help in this case, would be counselors. So whether it is with dealing with your personal issues, anxieties, phobias, depression, these are all psychological issues, which any one of us could have at different points of our life. And if you need professional help, why is it so difficult to ask for help? At the same time, for career guidance, now we all have different thoughts of different career pathways. We have read about them. We hear it from our parents, from our friends, from people we know, and we have a fair idea about different career options. Now, through Avenir, you're also having a very good understanding of better career options, which are of the 21st century. Now, if you still need further help, you will go for a career guidance or a career counselor who can give you individualized career counseling based on your interests and also help you and guide you to the right career path and probably the universities or places that you should be going. Then why is it so difficult to take help? It could be the fear of appearing weak, incompetent, or inferior. Yes, I would like to share a personal experience here. When I was studying in my engineering classes in year 2, I had difficulty understanding a certain concept in one of the subjects I was studying in engineering. And I approached my teacher and I asked the question to him. He gave me the answer and then he gave me a remark saying, "What a silly question. You don't know even this." And at that time, it made me feel, oh, it's really a silly question. I shouldn't have asked. I should have known. How come I didn't know about it? Okay. And then I never went back to him to ask any further questions. Now, did that do good to me? No, it did not do any good to me because I stopped asking questions thinking that I should not take help from the teachers, thinking that I was incompetent and weak. If I had changed my thought process and my belief that I'm good and I can be better by taking little help, if I would have gone back to the teachers and asked for help, no matter what they say, no matter how they say, it's my need, it's my requirement to become better. So I better go and take help. No, I did not do that. But yes, I took help from my friends and I somehow got to learn the concepts. This was additionally something which I could have done at that time, but I did not, because I felt asking help was showing that I'm weak or incompetent. Concern of being rejected. What if I ask help and the other person says no? I would not help. Now, please remember that when someone says that no, they cannot help, it does not mean that they are being rude to you or they are refusing to help. It could also mean that probably at that time, at that moment, they are not in a position to help you. So it's okay. Just wait for them to get back to you and tell you that, okay, we'll meet you at certain time and we'll help you. So it need not always be that no is a complete refusal of help. Don't be dejected by that. You may also feel concerned of burdening and inconveniencing others. Like at workplace, when we are given certain tasks to do, we may want to take help from different colleagues. And then we may think, oh, if I take help from my teammate, my colleague, probably he's already busy with so many other things. How can I go and bother him? But it's just about asking. If he's busy now, he'll make time for you later and he may help you. So all these are thoughts that go on in our mind when we are wanting to ask for help. And that is the difficulty in asking help. The fear of change. So after we have taken help, there are things that may change. You're fearing the change. You're being anxious about creating a negative impression. Again, going back to the first point, you think that you're weak, incompetent. You are just thinking it up in your mind and all negatively. You may think that you're feeling guilty or shameful because you're prioritizing self-care. What is self-care? We all need self-care. We need to eat good food. We need to exercise. We need to get good sleep. We need to go to good places that make us happy, meet friends, many ways of taking care of self. And if we cannot take care of self, or if taking care of self is not enough to make us happy, successful, and strong, do take help. Do take additional help. There also may be social stigma, which is associated with taking certain kinds of help, especially help associated with dealing with mental well-being. So when there is a person who really needs support for dealing with some psychological issues, there are cultures and societies which do not accept this very well or positively. Of course, times are changing and many people are taking help even in these areas. And that's very positive to see. So social stigma could be one of the reasons which makes asking help difficult. Lack of trust. Now you want to talk to your friend or you want to talk to the counselor about something very serious in your life, and you may think, can I trust that person? Will that be confidential? No, I wouldn't share. What if the counselor speaks to somebody else, some other teachers? The other teachers would also come to know about me. Lack of trust. So all this makes us fall back on asking help. What about Indian youth? I'm talking specifically about Indian youth because majority of the listeners here are Indian youth. So what about Indian youth? Do we all take help? Do you take help? If we look at extra learning support for key subjects, we see that 60% of Indian students are taking extra classes, tuitions. And again, this is a study done by the Cambridge study in 2018. This is the latest data that I got. I did not get anything which is recent. Peer tutoring support. Peer tutoring support is something which is just emerging in the Indian schools. And it is as part of the National Education Policy 2020. I see that now as during the COVID times, some online peer tutoring systems have been developed in India. There are some online platforms where peer tutoring support is available. I'm not sure if you all know what is peer tutoring, but at Middle East College, we do have a very strong peer tutoring system. Peer tutoring is where children help other children or students help other students to get better in different subjects which they may be struggling. So a good student would help a student who is struggling with another subject. So this is something which needs to be explored more, implemented, reviewed, and improved with Indian schools. About career counseling, again, let me tell you that all this data which which I'm presenting here is with respect to Indian youth living in India. It does not reflect all the Indian youth who are worldwide, because there are Indians staying in Western countries and they do take help. The percentage of youth taking help in those countries is much higher than youth staying in India. It could be due to various reasons again. So if you go to career counseling support, it was identified in a study conducted by an online career counseling platform that 70% of the Indian youth were only aware of just 7 career options. And this was in 2019. Definitely things would have changed by now because of a lot of exposure, a lot of awareness, lot of information available online, and like a Vinia program. So definitely this percentage has increased and they know much more about career options. But this is as of 2019. Support for mental health issues, this report is of UNICEF, and they say that out of 21 countries that were included in the study, Indian youth, only 41% agreed to take the support for mental health problems. So for mental well-being, it was very small percentage, not even 50% of the youth were ready to take support or professional support for mental well-being. Again, as I told you, there could be various reasons. It could be society, it could be the resources that youth in India have, or even awareness about these type of professional help. Now for you in Oman or in these regions, or even when you go to the Western countries, you have much more resources, you have much more opportunities where you can take all this type of support, and this support is required for you to become better. You are good, you can be better. Support just helps you become better. So what are the benefits of taking help or support? It is a sign of high achievers. As I told you, successful people have a high EQ. They have IQ, but they also have high EQ. So for example, if you think about a CEO of a company, do you think he does everything on his own? No, he would depend on many other people to support him. For example, he would have, he or she would have a financial expert to advise him. He would have HR consultants, risk managers, many other people who will help and support him to run the company successfully. So taking help or support is actually a sign of high achievers. It is a growth mindset because you will be productive. If you want to do everything on your own, you will be sometimes stuck. How do I do this? And then you will yourself end up doing a lot of research, a lot of analysis till you understand it and then do it. So if you are going to have a growth mindset, then you will definitely take help. Increases productivity because you're learning, you're developing, you're moving forward. It makes you and others happy and feel grateful. Now, how can you make others happy by taking help? So I have a student here I would like to tell about. He's studying computer science or computer engineering in Middle East College. And he's registered as a peer tutor. Peer tutoring system in our college is a voluntary system, is a voluntary service done by students. So they don't get any money, they don't get any credits, but they do it because they know it's a win-win situation, peer tutoring. So this boy, he comes every semester to me, and he says that he is very good in programming and he would like to help students. I feel very happy when I help somebody and they get good marks. So he is helping other students who are struggling with the programming modules to become better. And he is feeling happy about their success. So when you take help from someone, the person who is helping you is also equally happy. So do make others happy while you take help. And you will also feel grateful. There is a sense of gratitude that you have taken help. It eases your workload. As we said, you take support. You don't have to do everything on your own. You can get help to be more productive. It improves networking opportunities. So you are meeting different people, you are talking to them, you are learning from them. So these are the benefits of taking help. Okay, so it is difficult to take help, but it is good to take help, and we all need to take help. Still, it's not easy, just like seeing the presentation or hearing me talk, the next day you're going to take help, because you still have those connections in your brain which keep telling you, is it okay, not okay, where should I go, whom should I go and talk to? It's okay. Take your time. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the entire picture. Is it going to be useful talking to the other person? Is it okay? It's not okay? We don't know, but take at least the first step. Go ahead, ask help, take help. And don't be shy about asking for help. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It only means that you're being very wise. I had a student who came to me and he was struggling with math. And he said, it's difficult for me to understand math. I don't like math. And I said, did you approach your peer tutor? Did you approach your teacher asking for help and to give you more exercises, to explain you more? And he said, no, I'm married, I'm working, I feel shy. How can I go and ask them for help? So please don't be shy. If you're taking help, you're just being wise. So how to prepare yourself to take help? You have so many issues. You may have some of these issues. You may have none of these issues. But if you have any of them, please do prepare yourself, because if it has been difficult for you to ask for help, you're not alone. You just need to prepare yourself to take that first step to ask for help. First of all, check what is the self-talk that's going on in your mind. What are you saying to yourself? Those negative assumptions, I'm weak, I'm incompetent, what wrong impressions they might have about me, etc., etc. So check your negative assumptions. Decide to take help. Don't say, I will try to take help tomorrow. No, you decide, I'm going to take help. Choose whom you want to take help from. Consider the right time to ask help. As I told you, you'll approach your friend who may be busy studying for his or her exams, and then you will say, oh, she didn't help me. No, I'm not going to ask help ever. So choose the right time for asking help. Act on your discomfort. See what is making you uncomfortable in terms of asking help. Be assertive in your communication, because when you ask help, you need to be clear to the other person. What is it that you're looking for in terms of support? So that's very important. Being assertive in the communication, being clear in the communication, and receive help with gratitude. Be thankful that somebody is there to support you. Somebody is there to help you. You may consider different options for taking help. Like, for example, I had a couple of days back, one of the students who needed help with finance. She was struggling with sponsoring for her bachelor's study. And she was looking at all options available where she could look for help. She even is looking for a job. She's looking for different scholarships available in the college, outside the college. So she was not just coming to me and saying, Miss, I need your help. Can you please finance me? Definitely, I don't have those finances. And she knew very well the different options that she has where she can approach for help. If not this, and this is where I need to look at, if not this, I can go for the other step. She was very clear. That's very important. Look for different options. Be ready for those different options of taking help. Be smart. Yes, you all are very smart. But here smart means being specific, being measurable and achievable, being reality-based and time-bound when you're asking for help. Now you may think, oh my God, if I have to just ask for help, do I have to do all of this? No, it's not that you have to, sit and chalk down everything. especially when it is about mental well-being, you don't need to do all of this. You just need to go and ask for help. But yes, if you want to ask help for career counseling, you need to be smart. You need to be clear about what you want, what exactly you want. So there are different types of help where you may use different types of these different steps which are listed here to prepare yourself to ask for help. So is helping others a good thing? We said, yes, taking help is good. But what about the one who is helping you? Does that person also benefit? Definitely, yes. You make a difference in someone's life. It also gives a ripple effect. One person helping the other person, and it follows. The other person would help someone else. There is a sense of purpose. You feel happy that you have made a difference to somebody's life. There is a sense of confidence and accomplishment. You feel happier. There's something called, in psychology, there's something called as helper's high. What does that mean? In our brain, we have something called as happiness chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. And when someone helps or does a task, these three chemicals are actually enhanced and we feel happy. So it's scientifically proven that helping others, doing tasks, achieving something makes us happy. It also helps the person who is helping to adapt with their own stress and adversities in life in a better way. It improves social connection with friends, with the community at large. So yes, helping others is definitely a good thing. Yes, it is a good thing. Also, you need to be careful when you're offering your help to the others. Especially you youth, when you want to help some strangers, you need to be extra careful. Also, there may be somebody who comes for advice and then you advise them. And then when something goes wrong, they put all the blame on you. So you should be very careful when you are giving help, the way you are giving help, what help you're giving. You have to be really very careful. Also, be careful when, for example, a friend of yours is having some personal issues at home or with studies and is having some anxieties, is going through some depression, and comes and casually talks to you as a friend. And you also give them some advices and you see that the person is not improving, not changing, things are not changing for that friend. So immediately, please refer that friend or advise a friend to take some professional help. Because if you say, okay, this is not helping, so you eat some dark chocolate, it's going to help you. That is going to be disastrous for that person. So please direct somebody who is in help to a professional if you are not able to solve their issues or not advise them the way they need. Now you are taking help, you have prepared yourself to take help, and you have started taking help. And you see that, okay, I've started taking help, I'm going through career counseling, and still it's so confusing. I'm still not sure what is the career path I need. Okay, I'm visiting the counselor, but still I don't seem to be improving on my grades. Be patient for positive results. For some, it may just happen in a day or 2 days or a week. For some, it may take months. So it's okay. Just be patient for positive results. You just continue to do what you have to until you can do what you really want to do. And please believe in yourself that you are braver than you believe. You're stronger. And each one of you is smarter than you think. Each one of you is special, beautiful individuals who can definitely get better. Here's a small video, which is about the Chinese bamboo tree. I would like you to watch it. Are you still able to see the video?
No,
Is the
not
video
yet.
showing to you?
No, it's not visible.
Okay, then I will just stop sharing and share the video. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes, it is.
And audible too?
No, not audible. You have to share the computer audio also as well.
Share
You
the
can stop
computer
sharing.
audio.
Yeah. Just stop sharing once, and before you share, there is an option below share computer audio.
Below means in the mic section.
No. Please stop
Hmm.
sharing once and reshare again. That time you'll get the option.
Sorry. Let me just see where this is.
Ma'am, you can unshare the screen now.
Okay.
And then reshare again. Yes. Yeah. Now
Okay.
while you share the screen, you get an option
Okay.
share computer audio at the bottom. Just tick it.
Share screen and share
Huh.
sound.
That one. Share sound.
Just share sound. Okay.
Share computer audio. Select the window that you want to share and then share computer audio.
Okay. It only gives me share sound.
Okay, no problem, ma'am. If you could share the link to me, I can play. No problem.
Can you just
water,
see?
the
Can
right
you hear
Yes,
now?
soil,
yes.
and sunlight, you
Okay,
won't see
fine.
any
I'll just go
visible
back.
Chinese bamboo tree is like other plants and trees. It requires nurturing through water, fertile soil and sunshine. If you plant the tree and give it enough water, the right soil and sunlight, you won't see any visible growth in the first year. If you continue nurturing it correctly, you won't see any difference for the second, third or fourth year either. In the fifth year, something amazing will happen. The bamboo tree will grow 80 to 90 feet in just 5 to 6 weeks. But let's be serious. Does the bamboo really grow 80 to 90 feet in 5 to 6 weeks? If the bamboo tree did not grow its roots for a strong foundation in the first few years, it could never grow so high above the ground. So, how does this relate to our lives? We all have dreams and goals. You may be building a career, a business, learning a new skill, or just creating a better life in general. No matter what your dream or goal is, it's always very difficult to start with. You may be putting lots of effort in. You may have spent a lot of time, but nothing seems to be happening. There are no visible changes that you would like to be seeing. It would be very easy to give up on your dreams and goals in the same way you could with the bamboo tree in the first 4 years, because there is nothing to see in terms of visible growth. Also, you may not notice the change instantly, but like the network of roots, the growth is happening. Remember, success doesn't come right away, and every situation and individual are different. Most importantly, it requires a strong foundation. Working hard towards your goals and dreams, building a solid internal foundation, developing your inner strength while overcoming challenges will put you firmly on the path to success.
Okay, that's the video, and I hope the video is clear to all of you. I don't need to explain it again. So whatever help you're taking and whatever you're doing to get better, to become successful, definitely it will take time. So give that time to yourself. It's okay. This is a small activity which you don't need to do now immediately, but it is a self-reflection. So probably at the end of the day, when you're at home, you're relaxing, just take some time out and do this activity. Think about 3 areas or aspects where you are struggling with. Maybe making a career choice, maybe it's about some subject you're struggling with, or a relationship, anything, any 3 areas that you're struggling with. Identify what is the nature of help that you may need or you may take. Either it could be self-care, so you go in a self-care mode, give yourself importance, do things that you need to do to become better, or you take help from family and friends, or you need some professional help. So identify for each of these 3 areas, what is the kind of help you need. Then prioritize these areas and decide to take help. Important, decide to take help to become stronger, better, successful individuals. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the informative session. Let us all watch a video on the profile of Middle East College.
At Middle East College, innovation, creativity, and excellence are at the heart of what we do. We progress by building strong learning communities, making meaningful connections together, creating future leaders, and discovering innovative ideas for the future. MEC offers diverse study options in engineering, science, technology, business, and management to help you discover your true potential.
I am sure that the process of exploring and inquiring has begun in the minds of students and parents. I am certain there are bound to be a few questions. Let us take up one or two of them. For this, may I now invite the moderator of the session, Mrs. Asra Fatima, to pose some questions from the audience to you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nandita. Good morning,
My
ma'am.
pleasure.
Thank you for the informative session. And let me quickly scan the questions I have received in the chat box. The first question coming your way is there any entry examination or entrance exam for the students who had studied abroad?
For students studying abroad,
Abroad, yeah.
that you're asking about entrance exam in Middle East College?
College, yeah.
Yes, there is no entrance exam. We have something called as a placement exam. So there are various entrance criteria for depending on the programs that students would like to opt for. And then once they have decided on the program, there is something called as a placement exam, which places them either in different levels of foundation studies or then directly into the program with the university. Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. The next question is, some students are not able to take the right career path in schools. Can you explain?
It's okay if you're not able to take the right career paths, because now there are so many different options available. Even, I mean, if you have heard the different sessions, all of them give you the basic qualifications required, but then they say that even after the basic qualification, you can do something additional to pursue what you are interested in. So it is okay if in the school you're not able to decide, this is what I want to do. And many of them do not decide at that time. There are very few who know for sure this is what they want to be, this is the career they want to choose. So even when they come to college, like for example, in Middle East College, even after they have chosen a specialization or a program, there is an option for changing the specialization even after the first year of studies. And again, that depends on the program they have enrolled on. So that option is available, because when they have started studying a program, they have met many friends, they have met the faculty, they can come to know more about different programs available, what are the different career options in Oman and abroad, and then they make a choice whether there is a need to change the specialization or continue with what they have taken. So it's okay in school if they have not chosen the right career path.
All right, thank you, ma'am. The next question is, in the college campus, is accommodation guaranteed to the students?
Yes, we do have a female accommodation within the campus and also a boys accommodation very close to the campus.
All right, thank you, ma'am. One more question is, are there any scholarships available that a student can apply for?
There are different scholarships. We have academic scholarships. We also have scholarships for students who are actively involved in activities and events. We have something called as a point system. So there are different options of scholarships available. So a student enrolling at Middle East College has a wide range of opportunities to develop as a student and as an individual. So they not only graduate, but they also develop various other skills and become a better individual once they graduate from Middle East College.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's it from my side. Over to you, MCs.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much for the incisive answers, ma'am. We have many queries, and yes, the students can access the mobile app and the questions will be directly addressed.
All right.
As we draw to the end of this enriching session, I deem it my great privilege to propose the vote of thanks. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our eminent speaker, Mr. Mohit Bansal, for all his words of motivation. Thank you, sir. We express our gratitude to the spokesperson, Ms. Nandita Ganesh from the Middle East College, for sharing details with us and giving us an overview of the career guidance. Thank you, ma'am. Our deepest sense of appreciation and gratitude to Chairman Dr. Shivakumar Manikam and the members of the Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman. Our heartfelt thanks to the President, Mr. Ajayan Poyara, and the members of Indian School Bowsher's School Management Committee, and the Principal of the school, Dr. Bhavesh Balrao. We request the participants to kindly fill in the feedback form posted on the chat window. Heartfelt thanks to our platinum sponsor, Jain Deemed to be University, gold sponsor, De Montfort University, silver sponsors, Dallas Baptist University, USA, Grey Matters, SP Jain School of Global Management, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, and bronze sponsors, Middle East College, SP Jain School of Global Management, digital marketing partner, Spectrum and Trefoil, media partner, the Arabian Stories and valued donors, and and powered by support sponsors. Over to the sponsors video.
An event of this kind requires the coordination of a committed team. Thank you to the ISB's Avenir team for making Avenir 2022 possible. Thank you to the teachers, students, and parents for being a part of the session.
When you have a dream, you've got to grab it and never let it go. With these uplifting words, I, Ryan,
And I, Namita,
wish you all a glorious day ahead. A gentle reminder to fill the feedback form provided in the chat window. Every attendee who submits the feedback form will receive a digital certificate. See you in the next session. Stay tuned and stay safe.